All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Penny Owens, the purchasing agent for the City of Knoxville, and I welcome you to our 6th annual Diversity Business Enterprise Award ceremony at this amazingly beautiful location. Pamela, you did a great job swerving to find us a beautiful location. It's really nice to see all of you. We really missed you last year, and we're so glad that we can do this event again in person this year. We have a number of awardees to recognize today, but first, I have the honor to introduce to you the Mayor of Knoxville, Ms. India Concannon, for her opening remarks.
Thank you so much, Penny. I have to reiterate her statements. It's a beautiful morning, and it really is beautiful to see everybody here in person. Last year we had to modify it quite a bit and do it virtually, and now we have learned that we can be outside and be outside safely, and also, more than ever, we realize that we have beautiful spaces right here in the City of Knoxville that are part of our park system that are just gorgeous, and I couldn't be happier to be here today. Maybe we'll be here and use this space even when we're past the pandemic. So thank you for being here. I was just looking around at the awards back here and seeing the motto at the bottom of that banner. It says, "We want your business." And I think that is a perfect way to capture the importance of our diversity business enterprises. The City of Knoxville spends about $100 million a year on goods and services, on everything from engineering and construction services, pest control and paving, security services, office supplies, and even toilet paper. The City of Knoxville and I understand the importance of doing business with small, minority, women, service-disabled, veteran-owned businesses, and businesses owned by people with disabilities. Doing businesses with DBEs is important to our community and our local economy. Every business, regardless of size or the owner's background, deserves a seat at the table to compete for our business. In our purchasing department, I'm really proud and grateful for all their work. Our purchasing department excels at encouraging participation in the procurement process, because it's not easy. It's not always easy to know when we're buying things and how to get into that system. So I really appreciate the hard, affirmative work that people go out, our purchasing people go out to encourage that business and make sure everyone has a seat at the table. It is our goal to increase the dollars spent with diversity business enterprises who are doing business with the City of Knoxville. And to this year's winners of the Diversity Business Awards, I want to say how much I appreciate the work you do for our economy and for our residents. I look forward to congratulating everyone who is honored this morning for their role in Knoxville's rich and diverse business community. And a big thanks to our entire purchasing staff. Raise your hands, members of our purchasing staff. Small but mighty group. You all do a great job, and you do a great job helping our city departments who work with business owners who also want a seat at the table bid on opportunities for city jobs and contracts. So thank you very much. Now I'm going to turn it over to Pamela Cotham. Our assistant purchasing agent and head of our DBE efforts. Thank you, Pamela.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, let me repeat what Penny said. Welcome to the 6th annual DB Awards ceremony. And a little off script here, my thanks to Chip Berry for recommending this site. I had a challenge to pivot about a week ago and find a site, and just a quick conversation with Chip, and he said, oh, the only place you need to have it is at Lakeshore. So thank you for that jewel that I didn't even know was here. Before we begin the presentations, I want to share a memory from the early days of the pandemic. I remember one afternoon, a little over a year ago, I'd been working from home for a few months, and many businesses were shutting down due to the pandemic. I stepped outside the house to clear my head and had one of those oh my moments. I stood on the porch and was totally overwhelmed with two dire thoughts. Number one, how do I do business outreach from my house? And number two, how many of our DBEs would still be open when things got back to normal? So fast forward to September 2021. I learned to use technology to connect DBEs and have participated in numerous virtual outreach events. Our DBE businesses pivoted, whether it was to sell hand sanitizer, face masks, cleaning supplies, applying for PPE loans, or setting up e-commerce platforms. We all pivoted. That said, I want to commend city staff, department heads, account techs, requisitioners, P-card holders for being strategic when ordering supplies and materials, for taking time to review the diversity business directory before placing orders, and for reaching out to the Small Business and Diversity Outreach Office for assistance with engaging DBEs on projects. It's your dedication and persistence that enables the city to achieve our goals and increase the amount of business we do with minority-owned, women-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned businesses, and businesses owned by persons with disabilities and small businesses. To our DBEs, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your determination, your tenacity during the last 18 months, as well as all adjusting to do business during the pandemic. Now back to the program. Each year, the city seeks nominations from businesses who have helped us achieve one or more of the city's 5 core goals, which are public safety, healthy and connected communities, clean and resilient future, thriving businesses and good jobs, and good governance. In response, this year we received a record 54 nominations. After careful deliberation by the evaluation team, the award recipients were selected. We are pleased to recognize some stellar businesses in several categories, and I want to recognize the evaluation committee and thank them for reviewing the nominations and deciding on the recipients. The members of this year's committee were Cy McMurray from Knoxville Area Transit, Dawn Michelle Foster from Engineering, Christy Tunstall from Human Resources, Joe Holloway from Fleet, and Tom Conaway from ASM Global, the Knoxville Convention Center. I now turn the podium over to Purchasing Agent Penny Owens to make the presentations. Thank you.
So our first award this morning is the Rising Star Award, which recognizes a DBE in its early years of contracting with the city, and one that has shown outstanding performance in reaching one of the city's 5 stated goals. This year's winning nomination comes from Julie Maxwell, Planning and Operations Manager for the City of Knoxville Fire Department. She credits Jefferson Farmers Cooperative with stepping up to help the fire department during a pandemic year, when crucial supplies and equipment were in high demand but low supply. She remarks that James Allen worked quickly to secure what was needed, register as a vendor with the city, and set up an internal invoicing system to meet the needs of our governmental payment processes. Julie goes on to say, "We have come to rely on the prompt actions of this company during such a tough time and have found Jefferson Farmers Cooperative to be an invaluable resource. This vendor is truly a rising star with the potential to become a long-term partner in supplying the first response equipment needs of the Knoxville Fire Department. It is my pleasure to announce the Rising Star Award goes to Jefferson Farmers Cooperative. Accepting the award today, our sales rep Justin Fincham. Justin, please come forward. Our next award, the Above and Beyond Award, recognizes a DBE that has done just that and gone above and beyond what is normally expected to help the city meet one of its 5 stated goals. National Building Services was nominated for this award by Aaron Browning, Deputy Director of Parks and Recreation. Parks and Rec relies on a great service from a janitorial contractor to assist with maintenance at 20 recreation centers and 13 restrooms located at various city parks. National Building Service has been the winning bidder for these services for much of the past 10 years. During the height of the pandemic, National Building Service was asked to increase its normal 3 to 4 day cleanings to daily. At one point, restrooms were closed, but were eventually able to reopen thanks to the daily cleanings provided by National Building Service. Tony Shin and his crew were able to do this in addition to the regular scheduled cleaning of the recreation centers. Also, for the building interiors, National Building Services performed emergency COVID deep cleanings, which resulted in them working all weekend to allow the centers to reopen for business on Monday morning. National Business Service has also assisted with additional cleaning required in other areas of the city as a result of the pandemic. It is my pleasure to announce the Above and Beyond Award goes to National Building Service. Accepting the award today is the owner, Mr. Tony Shin. All right, next we have the Minority Owned Business of the Year Award, which recognizes a minority-owned business working with the city in support of our values. This nomination comes from Julie Glibbery, Director of Human Resources with Knoxville Area Transit. Her nomination acknowledges that the mobility of our citizens through public transit is a vital component for providing healthy and connected neighborhoods. The nationwide shortage of bus drivers has, however, made public transit a challenge in Knoxville and nationwide. Locally, CAT has experienced a lowered applicant rate and many older workers are retiring. In order to combat this challenge, Knoxville Area Transit, in partnership with radio station WJBE, produced an employee recruitment campaign to increase the number of applicants and add new bus drivers. WJBE's vital role in this campaign has enabled CAT to make significant strides toward bus driver staffing goals. In addition, almost half of the new hires credited WJBE's announcements as a motivating factor for applying for the position. Taking into account the effects of traditional employee turnover rates, WJBE's efforts have enabled CAT to increase staffing rates from 160 drivers to the current level of 180. It is unlikely CAT would have met their goals without the help of this recruitment campaign. Please join me in congratulating WJBE, winner of the Minority Owned Business of the Year Award. Accepting today are the station manager, Pastor Gene Thomas, and station owner, Joe Armstrong. Next, we will recognize the Woman-Owned Business of the Year. This year's winner was actually nominated by two different city departments. Chip Berry, Deputy Chief Operations Officer, noted that during the pandemic, the city was constantly in need of proper signage regarding public access to buildings, use of parks and recreation facilities, and notifications to employees regarding safety protocols. He remarks that Allen Sign Company was always responsive to our ever-changing signage needs and provided expedited sign production for the city to keep the public and our staff notified of safe COVID-19 practices. Julie Maxwell of the Knoxville Fire Department mentioned the city's long-standing relationship with Allen Signs, noting that they are a small, woman-owned, minority-owned South Knoxville business. She applauds Allen Signs for handling last-minute requests that are often specialized and may require customization. On behalf of the fire department, Julie concludes, we consider Allen Sign Company an invaluable resource in support of the many special events we do within the community. I'm pleased to announce the Woman Business of the Year Award goes to Allen Sign Company. Accepting the award are CEO Tom Allen and Miss Emily Allen. So we all know that small businesses are the backbone of our business community. Our Small Business of the Year awardee was nominated by Ben Buckner, the Logistics and Supply Supervisor for the city's Public Service Department. Ben says Camel Custom Canvas Shop really came through for his department in recent years. After a different vendor went out of business, Public Service was without their supply of leaf nets that had been previously ordered. Ben called 9 vendors and learned they either couldn't fulfill the order or it would be 3 months to the delivery. Leaf pickup cannot happen without these nets. And I'm pretty sure our 311 team really wants leaf pickup to happen. So when Ben called Christian Kane at Camel Custom Canvas Shop, he said he would take care of the order. He came down and measured the city's nets, and 2 weeks before leaf season, he provided the nets. Ben concludes his nomination by saying, "We will definitely be using them for future nets based on the service alone." Please join me in congratulating and thanking Camel Custom Canvas Shops for a job well done as our Small Business of the Year. Accepting the award are President Christian Kane and Secretary Treasurer Susan Kane. Our next award is the Impact Award, which recognizes a DBE that provides a superior product or service that impacts our internal departments, allowing them to better support all city departments. Julie Maxwell with the Knoxville Fire Department nominated Cox Power and Supply. She states that KFD has maintained a long-standing relationship with the company for many years for repair of critical equipment. She credits them with prioritizing and expediting equipment repairs. Their efforts allow KFD to return their trucks to service, fully equipped with all supplies needed to respond to a variety of emergencies. She concludes by saying, "This company's culture of making first responders a priority impacts our ability to meet our primary functions without interruption." I'm pleased to announce that Cox Power and Supply is honored as our Impact Award winner. Accepting the award today is Mr. David Cox. Next, we have the Young Entrepreneur Award, which recognizes a business owner under 40 years of age that has markedly helped the city achieve one of its 5 stated goals. Integrated Response Systems was founded by Sloan Branham in 2015 when he was 22 years old. Let me just say, thankfully, cell phones weren't around when I was 22, so we won't comment about what I was doing at that age. It wasn't founding a company. Sloan's company provides inductive loop installation, which is a vehicle detection device for City of Knoxville traffic systems. The inductive loop changes the traffic signal by detecting the metal in vehicles. For those of you who have always wondered how that works. According to Philip Reyes, traffic systems supervisor in city engineering, it's Mr. Branham's attention to detail and stringent construction standards that help eliminate stormwater contaminants and disruptions to traffic flow. While maintaining good practices, this company is able to provide a quality and reliable service of great importance to the motorists, first responders, and others who use our city roadways each day. I'm pleased to announce the Young Entrepreneur Award is presented to Integrated Response Systems. Accepting the award is the owner, Sloan Branham. The Partnership Award recognizes an outstanding partnership between a large prime contractor and a DBE who worked together on a successful city contract. Southern Constructors Incorporated is a full-service general contractor founded in 1988, specializing in educational, medical, and government-owned infrastructure construction management. They have completed many large projects for the City of Knoxville. Progression Electric Llc has a management team with over 120 years of electrical experience, founded by the late Jerry Minnick and his wife, Rebecca. Progression Electric is a woman-owned small business and provides services for maintenance and upgrades to our traffic systems and provides emergency response for damaged infrastructure. Together, Southern Constructors and Progression Electric were nominated for this particular award by Philip Reyes of the city's engineering department. Southern Constructors was awarded approximately $1.9 million for the management of the Cumberland Avenue signalization project. The project included not only signalization, but also curb cuts, site lighting, and paving. Southern Constructors selected Progression Electric as their subcontractor for the signalization and lighting portion of this contract. Progression performed more than $627,000 worth of the work related to this upgrade project. Please join me in congratulating both Southern Constructors Incorporated and Progression Electric for receiving the Partnership Award. We have Secretary Treasurer Sue Caldwell and Vice President Mike McGaugh accepting the award for Southern Constructors, and the President of Progression Electric, Mr. Jay Wise. Congratulations. All right, next we have another award and you'll notice when they pick this award up, this one's blue. So this one we did a little differently. And maybe it's blue because of the industry. Maybe that's why we went with blue. I think that's what it was, right? Okay. So the Distinguished Service Award is presented today to the company that had an integral part in one of the city's largest recent capital projects: high mast and streetlight maintenance. Edison Electric is a Knoxville-based company with experience in street lighting, project management, electrical contracting, and lighting design services. Edison is also known for its expertise in construction and energy-related industries, as well as wireless telecommunication projects. The city was just beginning our second year of maintenance with the streetlights, following the citywide retrofitting of the lights to LEDs, when we awarded the contract to Edison, a company who had not yet won a contract with the city. Edison quickly built an excellent working relationship with both our engineering team, particularly Chevelle Lewis, the Streetlights Systems Manager, as well as with our finance team, working directly with our contract manager, Natalie Reyes. Chevelle states that the company is committed to providing high-quality customer service to the citizens of Knoxville, and makes sure service requests are completed in a timely manner. Their crews are on Knoxville roads and in neighborhoods every day, responding to light outages and identifying maintenance issues. In addition, Edison is responding to all fixture warranty claims as well. Above and beyond their expected volume of work, the city and Edison discovered that the existing infrastructure requires a bit more updating than the retrofit covered, resulting in more lighting outages than expected. This resulted in the city requesting more from Edison to ensure the safety of our streets and neighborhoods, and Edison responded with an impressive performance. The Winter Blitz of 2021 was a project authorized by the city administration to increase safety by assessing and repairing light outages on neighborhood streets and interstates. The city's engineering department coordinated the Blitz by providing Edison Electric an inventory mapping of over 377 high-priority sites of all lights in the city needing repair. I happen to know some of the city engineering folks did a lot of driving around town to find all those lights out as well. So Edison stepped up to the plate and presented the city with a proposed schedule to troubleshoot and batch process repairs in those high-priority areas. Those repairs included replacing blown fuses, replacing short spans of duplex, repairing loose connections, repairing damaged fixtures and poles, replacing photocells and drivers, and more. While averaging 15 to 20 repairs per day, Edison persevered through many challenges, such as traffic control, weather delays, emergency repairs, chewed insulation wires, inventory shipments, and a little thing called the pandemic, to get all 377 lights working again. Edison's flexibility in implementing new processes created by the Blitz was equally important. Moving forward, Edison will continue to use and develop these more efficient maintenance processes to provide general maintenance services for the street lighting system. Edison takes pride in providing a quick and professional response to whatever issues arise. Chevelle remarked with the following: with daily service requests, emails, and phone calls flowing back and forth between the city and Edison, it is clear that Edison is dedicated to a successful partnership with the city's team. It gives me great pleasure to present the Distinguished Service Award to Edison Electric. Accepting the award are Edison's Vice President of Business Development, Mr. Charles Houston, and Edison's Project Manager and Safety Director, Mr. Tim Pennington. Congratulations.
Just from Edison Electric, we're proud for this award. It's a challenge to keep the lights on for you guys. It's been a real challenge, but we're dedicated to doing that. One of the things that Tim and I discussed this morning was, as he drove around the city, there was 40 lights out on the interstate this morning, and it was due to rain, but Tim flipped them back on, got them back on. And so with the help of Chevelle, the help of Philip Reyes, his name been called a few times, and Mr. Harold Cannon, we're going to fix this. And we have a program in place that we're going to try to put together, and we're going to keep your lights burning for you.
These tall people steal my microphone. Okay, next we will transition to our internal awards. We are pleased that city staff share the mayor's vision for promoting the administration's core values, and we appreciate and want to recognize their efforts in working with our DBE community. The DBE Advocate Award is divided into 4 categories based on the percentage of dollars spent with DBEs, allowing departments to compete against departments who have similar spend, categorized as large spend, medium spend, small spend, and micro spend. So the DBE Advocate Award for having the highest percentage of expenditures in the large spend category, having conducted 44.11% of their total competitive spend with minority and women-owned businesses, goes to the engineering department. Accepting the award is Engineering Director, Mr. Harold Cannon. Next, we have the DBE Advocate Award for having the highest percentage of expenditures in the medium spend category, having conducted 37.23% of their total competitive spend with minority and women-owned businesses, and this award goes to the Public Building Authority. Accepting the award is PBA's CEO, Jane Burrett. Next, we have the DBE Advocate Award for having the highest percentage of expenditures in the small spend category, conducting 45.6% of their total competitive spend with minority and women-owned businesses. This department is always very competitive, and we'll be very excited to know that they have won this award. And this award goes to the 311 department. Accepting the award is 311 Director Russ Jensen. So we have some departments that have really small amounts of spend, and the DBE Advocate for having the highest percentage of expenditures in the microspend category knocked it out of the park, conducting 61.22% of their total competitive spend with minority and women-owned businesses. This award goes to the City Court Department. Accepting the award is the City Court Administrator, Valerie Coleman. I don't see Valerie, so we'll make sure we get that award to her. So these are the really fun awards that I like. I like all these awards, but these are fun. So continuing with our internal awards, the Employee Advocate Award recognizes an employee that has markedly helped the city achieve one of its 5 stated goals. This morning, we will present 2 such awards, Both so well deserved, the evaluation committee couldn't just choose one. First, we have an individual who was nominated by Carrie Collins, City Fleet Coordinator. She mentioned that this individual goes above and beyond to promote equity and fiscal responsibility by supporting DBE vendors whenever possible. His outstanding communication skills and vendor knowledge allow him to be instrumental in moving the city towards its core goals. He consistently sets a positive example of Fleet's commitment to expanding our DBE relationships. This person often works with our SBDO team to find DBE vendors, and he willingly participates at the DBE Expo we host each year. He has also assisted with this event in the past, serving on the awards evaluation committee. It is our pleasure to present an Employee Advocate Award to the Store System Manager for Fleet Services, Mr. Nicholas Spine. All right, last but certainly not least, our second Employee Advocate Award was nominated by Aaron Browning, Deputy Director of Parks and Recreation. This individual works directly with many of the DBE businesses for Parks and Recreation. She assists companies in utilizing the vendor registry and in submitting proper forms and files. While representing Parks and Rec at various events, she makes a great first impression, provides any requested information, and connects them with the proper person. This staff member sees where we are buying our products and services and has reached out to other Parks and Rec staff to make sure they know there's a DBE who offers a certain product or service and to suggest they check with them on pricing. A few years ago, this individual was instrumental in creating our Programs in the Parks. Programs in the Parks ensures that local small businesses, like wellness and sports instructors, are insured and have information regarding which facilities are available to them. The increased communication with the providers is a win-win for everyone. It is our pleasure to present an Employee Advocate Award to the Administrative Supervisor for Parks and Recreation, Ms. Angie Davidson. Pamela tells me she was not able to be here. So, that concludes our award ceremony for today. A quick reminder to the award recipients that the boxes for your awards are over under the table at the registration table over there. So please make sure you get those boxes so you can pack your awards in that. I know they're kind of fragile. Before we adjourn, I want to thank you all for attending today and joining us in celebrating the tremendous contributions to the city performed by these awardees and our suppliers and staff. I would like to extend our thanks to Mayor Concannon for her leadership and commitment to supporting our DBE program, and to the DBEs who do business with the City of Knoxville. Thank you to all the department directors and staff who help us meet our goals and submit the nominations for these awards. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you to our communications team, the public service team, Parks and Recreation, the Lakeshore Park Conservancy team, Chef Mose, for helping to make this event possible at this beautiful venue. And again, thank you to our awards evaluation team. Last but certainly not least, a huge thank you to my purchasing team, and especially to Pamela Cotham and Luis Garcia from our Small Business and Diversity Outreach Office for all you do the entire year to support our DBEs. We've all faced additional challenges over the past 19 months, so it has truly been a pleasure to spend some joyful time with all of you. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.